in our house. Morning, Tom.
Good morning, Nance. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
That's an interesting
place.
Captain and Tennille, you don't have any problem with Lori in the kitchen, do you?
No, not at all. As long as she's fixing us something really nice and good.
The Captain and Tennille with us today.
Reruns again this week?
Yeah, it's in reruns.
So Gelman will be coming right down here.
Yeah, I hope
Boyfriend of Michael Gelman. How about a hand for a couple? They've been married 20 years, and when they travel, they stay in separate hotel rooms. The Captain and Tennille.
Yay.
Daryl, who are you on the phone with?
My boat broker. Okay, it's so. All right, thanks.
Now, tell me about
Yes.
this. You are the real epitome of opposites attracting in terms of personality. I think
Yeah.
you're so outgoing, and Daryl, you're the quiet, retiring type.
Laconic is the word.
He's like Bob.
Yeah, that's right.
They're a lot
Strong,
alike.
silent, good-looking type.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not kidding about this hotel thing. When
Yes,
you
we do.
travel, you have separate rooms?
Well, they connect.
Yeah.
They connect. I mean, obviously we can go back and forth,
Right.
but we found that 2 bathrooms are essential for a happy
Absolutely.
marriage. There's no question about it. 2 televisions, 2 rooms if he wants to get away from me or if I want to get away from him, and sometimes I need to.
That explains the longevity of the marriage. I think that's
Oh,
really smart.
listen. Don't believe it when they say you must share everything when you're married. You do not have to share everything.
How do you, this is a 25-point toss-up, Laura, you can get in on this. How do you fight? Lois and I fight very quiet. I mean, we get quiet. We don't yell at each other.
Well, we yell when we're in an automobile. It depends on who's driving. This is our worst thing, is the driving thing.
Is that right?
And I usually end up driving because I would rather drive and have him tell me what to do, which he cannot stand not doing. He has to tell me. Or have him drive and go crazy. It's the worst thing. It is, the driving thing. I don't know if you've done that. You don't drive a
100%
lot in
agree
New
with
York,
that.
though, right?
No,
Do you?
but we drive out to Long Island, and it's
Oh,
exactly
boy.
the same thing.
And this is the word, and it's not real quiet
Yeah,
when
is
we
that-
do
oh,
that.
is that
There
right?
is some screaming
I'll
going
give you
on.
some muskrat, Susie.
It's kind of like that. I'm glad you know that.
I've always wanted to be a driver's ed teacher.
Oh, boy.
I
Have the
almost-
brake on your side.
That's not legal in Nevada. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Nevada,
Yes.
you renewed your wedding vows
Yes.
and this is we're talking about romantic getaways, underwater, cruise ships.
Cruise ships.
The
Alaska.
Silver Queen Saloon Wedding Chapel.
Yes, the Silver
in-
Queen
is it
Saloon.
Las Vegas?
No, it's
No.
It's much hipper than that.
Yes.
It's Virginia City, Nevada, just south of Reno. It's the old Comstock Lode silver mining
You ever
town.
been there, Bob?
Been
No,
there,
I haven't.
Bob?
I don't get out much, you know.
Well, he goes to the saloons once in a while. I know you would be there. But anyway, it's sort of stayed the way it was in the early 1800s.
Yeah.
It's very quaint, and the streets are lined with old saloons, one being the Silver Queen. And we were married there 20 years ago. And when we decided to renew our vows, we went to the same place. Only now we live only half an hour from there.
Is that right?
In the old days, we lived in LA.
How did the weddings compare?
Oh, there was no comparison, because the first one, my mother had been encouraging us to get married. We lived together for 3 years before we got married. And then we had a hit. Summer of '75, Love Will Keep Us Together, and we started being more well-known, and Mother kept saying, when are you and Daryl going to get married, Tony? And so finally we thought, we better do this, you know, because people think we're married and we're not.
Right.
So we flew up from LA to Virginia City, to Reno, and then drove to Virginia City to get married and make it legal. So we had nobody with us. We were in jeans, and we found the judge in one of the saloons, and he met us at the Silver Queen, and we got married, and it was like, it wasn't even real. I didn't think it was real until we got the certificate in the mail.
You ever been married, Bob?
Pardon my
Are you asking?
Oh, this is great.
You want to hold that if you
Yeah,
would?
absolutely.
Oh,
Now,
yes.
I've been wanting to do this. The CD, by the way, is wonderful.
Thank
Listened to
you.
it this morning. It's,
Yes, 20 years of romance.
Yeah, that's
Daryl, would you take this cup of water? And the reason I ask you to do this, among the things I read about you is that your godfather was the late Danny Thomas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Danny Thomas, I never had the opportunity to interview him. I loved watching him growing up. And there is something that students of comedy know as the Danny Thomas spit take.
Rule number 7.
That's
sure.
right, thank you, Bob. And I was wondering if among the things that he imparted to you,
I never got that one.
Yep.
you never did?
Could I get a video?
Would you do it for us?
Actually, I need
I would
someone
love to do a spit take with Danny Thomas's godson.
Well, you'd have to show
Yeah.
me.
You have
All
to
right,
show him.
so Lori, if you would say something surprising as I sip. This is, and it's number 7 in the rules of comedy,
Do we
Bob?
have to call wardrobe after
No,
that?
no. Aim for the fruit dish. All right.
So I was walking on the street the other day, and I saw Tom Cruise.
That's it. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do.
What do you react on the word cruise?
Whatever surprises
Whatever.
you. Sure.
So, you ready?
So
All right.
Tony, say something surprising.
You have to understand something. I am a Virgo, and we're in Virgo now,
Yeah.
and this is against my
All right, just-
constitution.
It'll be your
do,
first ever.
Do we have any Jell-O?
Let me give him something. Oh, really? Just here we go. Daryl, going to start
Yeah.
to sip. So in the adjoining hotel room with Tony was Tom Cruise. Oh, wow.
Wow,
That is so un-Daryl.
that was quite good.
honey.
Yeah.
We're
go
going
the camera.
to pop the Captain and Tennille down. And later, if we can take an outside shot, later, a curbside concert with the Captain and Tennille
Cool.
on Fifth Avenue.
Can't wait.
boy.
Looking forward to that.
Kogan is going to join us from Juneau, Alaska. The Captain and Tennille have actually been on this, the Rotterdam?
Well, actually, it's another ship, but I am going to be on the Rotterdam. This is actually her final world cruise. And after this cruise is over, she's going to be go wherever old cruise ships
Why
go.
don't they want the captain, by the
I don't
way?
know, honey.
They
want,
didn't ask you?
They want big band on this one.
They already have a captain.
I'm meeting her in Australia in a couple of months.
Phil? Phil Kogan?
Fox After Breakfast live from 212 Fifth Avenue with Tom Laurie and Bob the Puppet. I'm your announcer, Nancy Giles.
One of the things we like to do as a public service for our neighbors is, you know, blow the sidewalk off here with our curbside concert series. Let's get the tour bus up. Come on, guys. Come on up. Come on up. Now, these tour buses are only allowed to park here, Lori, for like 2 minutes, and then the cops gotta... Come on up. It's time for the curbside concert just for you and our passersby with the Captain and Tennille.
Yeah.
Take it away now. Take it away, Tony.
Just stop.
Love will keep us together. Think I'll be made whenever some sweet talking girl comes along, singing a song. Don't mess around, you just gotta be strong. Just stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I've been thinking of you. Look in my heart and let love keep us together. Come on, sing it now. You belong to me now. Ain't gonna set you free now. When those girls start hanging around, talking you down, yeah, with your heart and you won't hear a sound. Just stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I've been thinking of you. Look in my heart and let love keep us together. Whatever. There he is, young and beautiful. Someday your looks will be gone. When the others turn you off, who'll be turning you on? I will be there to share forever. Love will keep us together. I said it before and I'll say it again. My love is pretend. I need you now and I need you then. Just stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop,